Blob was a happy Claymation character. He lived in a colorful world where everything was made of clay, and he always had a smile on his face. Blob loved his simple life, filled with joy and laughter. Every day was an adventure, and he cherished every moment. He loved to eat pizza and watch films. Pizza was his favorite food, and he could eat it for every meal if he wanted to. Watching films was his favorite pastime, and he had a collection of all the best movies. Blob would spend hours in front of the TV munching on pizza and getting lost in the stories on the screen. One day, Blob saw himself in a photo. It was a picture from a recent party, and he was surrounded by his friends. Blob looked at the photo and noticed something he hadn't seen before. He was rounder than he remembered, and it made him pause. He held the photo closer, examining his reflection. "Oh dear," he thought. "I look round like a ball." Blob felt a pang of sadness. He had always been happy with his appearance, but now he felt self-conscious. He didn't want to look like a ball. He wanted to be fit and healthy. The realization weighed on him, and he couldn't stop thinking about it. Blob decided to make a change. He knew it wouldn't be easy, but he was determined. He wanted to feel better about himself and live a healthier life. Blob made a plan and set his mind to it. He was ready to take the first step towards a new and improved version of himself. He wanted to be healthier and stronger. Blob started by making small changes to his daily routine. He began exercising at home, doing simple workouts to build his strength. He also started eating more fruits and vegetables, cutting back on his beloved pizza. It was tough, but Blob was committed to his goal. So he joined a gym. Blob was nervous. The gym was a new and unfamiliar place, filled with equipment he had never seen before. He felt a mix of excitement and anxiety as he walked through the doors. Blob knew this was a big step, but he was ready to embrace the challenge. He had never been to a gym before. The thought of working out in front of others made him uneasy. What if he didn't know how to use the machines? What if he made a fool of himself? These worries swirled in his mind, but Blob tried to push them aside. He reminded himself why he was doing this. What if everyone laughs at me? He worried. Blob couldn't shake the fear of being judged. He imagined people pointing and laughing at him, and it made his heart race. But then he thought about his goal and how much he wanted to change. He couldn't let fear hold him back. Blob took a deep breath and walked through the gym doors. He felt a surge of determination. This was his journey, and he was doing it for himself. Blob knew that the first step was always the hardest, but he was ready to face it head on. He was ready to transform his life. It was time to start his fitness journey. Blob felt a mix of excitement and nervousness as he began his workout. He knew it would be a long road, but he was ready for the challenge. With each step, Blob felt more confident and determined. This was the beginning of a new chapter in his life, and he couldn't wait to see where it would take him. The gym was big and bright. Music played loudly. People lifted heavy weights. The atmosphere was energetic, almost electric, with everyone focused on their routines. The clanking of weights and the rhythmic beats of the music created a symphony of determination and effort. It was a place where goals were set and achieved, but for Blob, it was overwhelming. Blob felt small and out of place. The gym seemed like a giant maze filled with unfamiliar equipment and confident people who knew exactly what they were doing. Blob's heart raced as he looked around, feeling like an outsider in this world of fitness enthusiasts. He felt a pang of insecurity, wondering if he would ever fit in or if he was just fooling himself. He didn't know where to go or what to do. Every machine looked complicated and every exercise seemed beyond his capability. Blob wandered aimlessly, trying to muster the courage to ask for help, but feeling too embarrassed. He watched others with envy, wishing he had their confidence and skill. The more he observed, the more lost he felt. Blob tried to lift some weights. They were too heavy. He strained and struggled, his face turning red with effort. The weights seemed to mock him, refusing to budge. Blob's arms trembled and he felt a sharp pain in his muscles. It was a humbling experience, one that made him question his decision to come to the gym in the first place. He wobbled and almost fell over. His legs felt like jelly, and he barely managed to keep his balance. The embarrassment was almost too much to bear. He could feel the eyes of others on him, and he imagined them judging his every move. Blob's confidence took a hit, and he felt a wave of frustration wash over him. "This is too hard," he huffed. Blob's frustration turned into anger, not just at the weights but at himself. He felt like he was failing, and the thought of giving up crossed his mind. The gym, which was supposed to be a place of self-improvement, felt like a battleground where he was losing every fight. He wanted to scream, to let out all the pent-up emotions. Blob wanted to give up and go home. The thought of leaving and never coming back was tempting. He felt defeated and out of place, like he didn't belong. The gym was a reminder of his insecurities and fears. Blob's mind was a whirlwind of negative thoughts, and he felt tears welling up in his eyes. He took a deep breath, trying to calm himself. But then he remembered why he started. Blob thought about his goals, the reasons that brought him here in the first place. He wanted to be healthier, to feel better about himself. He remembered the promise he made to take care of his body and mind. This was just the beginning, and every beginning was tough. Blob realized that giving up now would mean giving up on himself. He wanted to feel better. With renewed determination, Blob decided to give it another try. He knew it wouldn't be easy, but he was ready to face the challenges. Blob took a deep breath, straightened his posture, and approached the weights again. This time, he was not just lifting weights, he was lifting his spirit, proving to himself that he could do it. The journey had just begun, and Blob was ready to take it one step at a time. Blob started slowly. He walked on the treadmill and lifted light weights. Each day he felt a little stronger. He could walk a little further and lift a little heavier. One day, Blob ran for 5 whole minutes without stopping. He was so proud of himself. He realized that small steps make a big difference. Blob was getting stronger every day. Friends at the gym. Blob made new friends at the gym. They were friendly and encouraging. They showed him how to use the equipment properly. Blob's friends helped him stay motivated. They worked out together and had fun. Blob learned that having a support system makes the journey more enjoyable. Blob's top tips. Welcome to another exciting episode where Blob shares his wisdom. Today, we're diving into some essential fitness tips that Blob has learned through his journey at the gym. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, these tips will help you stay motivated and achieve your fitness goals. Blob learned some important lessons at the gym. He discovered that the path to fitness is not just about lifting heavy weights or running long distances. It's about understanding your body, setting realistic goals, and maintaining a positive mindset. Let's dive into Blob's top tips for a successful fitness journey. He wants to share his tips with you. First and foremost, set small goals. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the big picture, but breaking it down into smaller, manageable steps can make a huge difference. For example, instead of aiming to lose 20 pounds in a month, start with a goal of losing 2 pounds per week. This way you can track your progress and stay motivated. Don't try to do too much too soon. It's common to feel enthusiastic at the beginning, but overexerting yourself can lead to burnout or injury. Blob learned this the hard way when he tried to lift weights that were too heavy for him. Remember, fitness is a marathon, not a sprint. Take it slow and steady. Start with small, achievable goals. Celebrate your victories. Each small win is a step towards your larger goal. Whether it's completing a workout, hitting a new personal best, or simply showing up at the gym, take a moment to acknowledge your efforts. This positive reinforcement will keep you motivated and eager to continue. The key is to keep going. Consistency is crucial in any fitness journey. It's not about how hard you work out in a single session, but about maintaining a regular routine. Blob found that even short, consistent workouts were more effective than sporadic, intense sessions. So, make a schedule and stick to it. Try to go to the gym regularly, even if it's just for a short time. Consistency builds habits, and habits lead to long-term success. Blob marked his calendar to keep track of his gym visits, which helped him stay accountable. Remember, it's better to do a little bit every day than to do a lot once in a while. Don't forget to rest and recover. Your body needs time to heal and grow stronger. Overworking yourself can lead to fatigue and injuries. Blob makes sure to include rest days in his routine, allowing his muscles to recover and his energy levels to replenish. Balance is key to a sustainable fitness journey. Listen to your body and take breaks when you need them. Stretching and taking short breaks during workouts can prevent injuries and improve performance. Blob always pays attention to how his body feels and adjusts his routine accordingly. Remember, it's okay to take a step back if you need to. Your health and well-being come first. So, there you have it. Blob's top tips for a successful fitness journey. Set small goals, be consistent, and find a balance. With these tips, you'll be well on your way to achieving your fitness dreams. Stay motivated, stay positive, and most importantly, have fun. Until next time, keep moving and stay healthy. A new Blob. Weeks turned into months. Blob was a changed character. He was fitter, stronger, and more confident. His clothes fit better. He had more energy. Most importantly, Blob felt happy and proud of himself. He had faced his fears and achieved his goals. He learned that anything is possible with hard work and determination. Keep going! Blob's journey teaches us that change is possible. It takes time and effort, but the rewards are worth it. So if you're thinking about starting your own fitness journey, remember Blob's story. Believe in yourself, take small steps, and never give up. You can achieve anything you set your mind to.